All right, so I generally shop at the same place for my flowers, no matter what the occasion is, right?
You have your go-to florist.
You got to go-to florist, right? This year I decided to do a little shopping on the whole thing, right? So I have, and when I have shopped before, I have noticed this year that the flowers are more expensive than they are regularly.
Is this because of the inflation?
I don't know if it's inflation or I don't know it's a Valentine's Day thing. Like, I'm under the impression that florists around this time, because there's never going to be a hotter time to buy flowers than on Valentine's Day, do they jack up their prices? And have they always done this around this time? And this is just me noticing for the very first time, because I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, we get flowers every single year from the same florist for my mom and for Bart's mom. But I've never noticed if there were price increases, because we also get them for their birthdays. But I honestly have no recollection if it's more expensive at Valentine's than it is for their birthdays.
To my knowledge, they've always done this. Like, I buy flowers pretty much all year. And then around this time, when you go to get the same flowers, they cost more.
This bothers you.
A lot.
A lot. Mo's about to go off on Valentine's Day.
I'm chilling, man.
Now, I'm going to ask you, because we put a cap on it up until now, but you loathe Valentine's Day. You think it's a manufactured holiday? Davi's right there with you.
Yeah, I mean, like you talked about the history of it earlier today. It had absolutely nothing to do with romance, nothing to do with love.
It has to do with beheadings.
Yes.
What? I never heard that before.
Well, it was there was one of 3 Saint Valentines that was actually like marrying people on the sly. Like, their Christian church wouldn't allow them to marry outside of Christianity, so he was like doing underground officiating weddings for people, and then he got beheaded. But then there's like 2 other Saint Valentines that were beheaded also, and then a pope was like, let's call it Valentine's Day to refuse another holiday to the pagans.
So you feel like this is just manufactured?
I do. And I'm not saying, like, if you want to celebrate it, celebrate it. If that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm not, if I was with a woman and it was that serious to her, I would celebrate it for her. But for me, I just feel like it's just a money grab. That's all it is. They're trying to get more money out of you. You go to these restaurants, they hike their prices up. The flowers go up. The chocolates go up. Everything goes up just simply because everybody feels like you have to celebrate this one particular day. Why?
Well, I mean, just taking it from the manufacturer standpoint and the restaurants and the florists, isn't this what capitalism is, man? I mean, this is supply and demand. You got 3 or 4 days here or a week to recoup maybe what you lost last year. Either way, like, the supply and demand is high right now. So you jack your prices up because you can. That is America.
I'm not mad at it. I'm just not giving them my money.
He's like, I'm not participating.
Right, yeah. I know to eat before I go to the airport, because their food is gonna cost more because you can't go anywhere else.
You're stuck. So what would you do if you met a woman who loathed Valentine's Day as much as you, and you guys decided you still want to celebrate, but you're going to celebrate it on February 15th when everything is like half off or 75% off?
I'm getting married. Yeah. That is the day I'm getting married, right there.
I do like to buy, because I love the chocolate Easter bunnies. I go crazy on the chocolate Easter candy after Easter.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can get so much for so little.
Exactly.
Jordan, good morning. So is my hunch right that florists will jack up the price of their flowers right around Valentine's Day because there's more people buying?
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's what they do all year round, so that's what they specialize in. So if you go somewhere that they specialize in that's what they're going to do. But I got a trick for you, dude. If you go to Publix and you buy any flower, the $10, the $5, the $14, they have a section in there where they decorate it like a florist for free. Mm-hmm. They'll put, petals. They'll, like, make it look like a professional did it. They'll cut it. They'll put it in a vase for you if you want to. And that's all for free included after you buy the flowers.
Bro, I didn't know that. And you can pick up one of those sandwiches there also, because those are also fire. So you go and it's the flowers that they have in that section, but then they'll customize it for you for free?
Yeah, there's a lady there. I mean, the one that I go to, there's a lady there, and you'll buy the flowers, and then she'll be like, do you want me to decorate them? And she'll put them like a special wrap and all that other stuff, and like, yeah, like.
Okay.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Just throw a little tip, and you good.
Call it a day. Call it a day right here.
You're saving like $30 doing that. Yeah. So when I shop at a fancy store and they're like, do you want that wrapped? I'm like, yes, it's for me. I just want to use the free facilities.
Hey, Dave, you noticing this also? Prices right around Valentine. It makes sense. I mean, this is just about supply and demand.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about the distribution. The pure volume this time of year is immense. So, they have to accommodate for that. They're hiring part-timers this year from all the facilities that feed out to the floors. So there's a great demand, and it comes at a higher cost. I'm sure there's some price increases out there to some degree, but the most of it's in distribution.
Appreciate you calling. And one last call, because Rosa here is a florist. Hey, Rosa.
Hi.
What you got?
I work at Royers Flowers in Pennsylvania. It's one of the biggest flower chains in the country. And it is a supply and demand issue. Our farms charge us more for the flowers that we're receiving. So we basically have no choice but to charge more to the customer in order to make a profit. We also have to increase our, employment. We have to hire people to help us to get things done for the holidays and whatnot. So there's a lot of issues that go into it.
I'm not even mad at you.
Right. Those in the market for a dozen red roses should know that a recent report from The Balance showed that roses are 22% more expensive than they were last year, and they're also up 23% from Valentine's Day 2020.
All right, so you're feeling it.
Oh, good to be single.
Right?